Hey guys, you're watching the Best Damn Comic Show. I am Gian Perez. With me, Mr. Cat Jercan. And I texted you a couple days ago about continuity between DC and Marvel. And for people that collect and that speculate and resell, why DC is such a hard product to move. Whereas Marvel changes stuff within the universe, they still keep the continuity the same. Whereas DC, over the past, 10, 12
20,
years?
30 years.
They keep on rebooting.
Honestly, I can go by decade. 80s. Anything in the 80s from DC?
I mean, you got a couple first appearances.
Who?
Like Black Mask now, Killer
Okay,
Croc.
Killer Croc. I mean, one books. Look at Marvel. And it's something I always say, the difference between Marvel and DC, Marvel is about their brand. It's not about anyone else's brand. It's not about the actor's brand, the writer's brand. Some kind of freedom, creative freedom, but you still got to do it within their parameters.
Yeah,
because it's about their brand.
There's a structure.
You know, with DC, they don't care. They're like, oh look, we got this guy to do the book, but what are you doing to the character? I'm not reading the book for the writer. I'm reading the book for the brand.
Right.
I've invested 30 some odd years in comic books. I don't mind trying new things. I really don't. It becomes a branding issue. The product is recognized like this.
Right.
You change it, you come in, you're like, oh, this is not what I'm looking for. I walk out, I lose a sale. They lose a sale. It's been a situation where if you look at our, the way things have been for the last 20 years, 10, 15, 20 years, it's been about individual accolades. There was no team effort because everybody wanted a piece of the pie. It hurts sales. I mean, it hurts books. I mean, look at Superman. Superman used to be 10, 15, 20. Now it's like number 60.
That low?
I think so, yeah. One of my guys was telling me, he looked at it, it's like, ever since Bendis came in, this book has tanked.
Well, because it's no longer about Clark Kent. It's no longer about an alien.
I mean, now he's not even Clark Kent anymore.
It's not about an illegal immigrant anymore. Off the top of your head, can we go through some of the changes we've seen DC go through, like the continuity changes throughout the year? Like I know in the 80s, you kill off Barry Allen, you bring in Wally West.
Well, no, you didn't bring on Wally West thing because Wally West was always there. He was Kid Flash.
Oh, but he takes on
so like DC, so Marvel, you get Marvel, and we all know Marvel, Earth 626 or 616. Everything happened on that Earth. Yeah, they have multiple realities, but they never played on the importance of the other multiple realities. If there was a Squadron Supreme, it was brought to 616. It wasn't developed in that world, in that timeline. Prior to the 80s, the thing with DC, they had Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth X, Earth this, as they acquired properties like, Freedom Fighters in that world wasn't theirs to begin when they bought it, so they left it in that world. Then
like
you had
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Shazam in their world. Somewhere along the 80s, Marvel, Crisis on Infinite Earths, they wanted to bring all that together because I'm pretty sure they saw the need of like a one line. Again, from sales, I mean,
because it gets confusing. Me as a consumer, I walk in, I pick up a book, and it says Batman on it, and then I open the book, and everything that's going on in the book is completely different, and I go like, why is this like this? You're like, oh, because that's actually Batman from Earth 75, or something like that. Or you have to explain to people why it's different. You have to explain to people why it even exists in the first place. Well, because DC has different universes.
And they tried. I mean, they really tried to make it work after Crisis. You got Hawkman, JSA Hawkman, Justice League Hawkman, and then you got Hawkman of Hawkworld. They put them all together, and then as you see in Robert Vendetti's run, they play it to where he's lived multiple lives, you know what I mean? Which is cool. It just makes it harder to follow. You have a situation with like JSA, all the old guys, all the old readers that grew up with JSA, all of a sudden you don't have a JSA, they don't want to read anything else. And they tried to make it work, but they just couldn't. There was so much inner fighting, what I hear, and they just didn't have a clear path on how to merge all these worlds and merge these characters. They never had one person directing traffic.
Well, we do know they're
but
coming up with yet another reboot, and how is that gonna affect what's out right now? And
well, you can already see the changes. I mean, if you read Flash, you see they're gonna get rid of. You're gonna lose all your iconic characters. All your characters, you're gonna lose them. And you're gonna see brand new characters that, in my opinion, it's like I always ask, dude, you already lost people with 52. Nobody came in for that. Now you're going to lose more people with this reboot. Who you bringing in into my shop? You're going to lose whatever percentage you have of DC readers. You're going to lose even more.
You're gonna have lose the equity that you have left.
I mean,
You
but
re-
again,
you
as
refinanced that
consumer,
house way too many times.
well, but again, as consumers, we have the power to get what we want. Now that goes across the board. We don't like it. Money's our power. If it doesn't work, and they'll try it, if it doesn't work, they have to. If they don't want to lose, like close down, they'll have to go back to what sells.
Yeah,
because
but
it's about what sells.
the problem with that is like once you lose someone, how hard is it to get them back?
And
And I think that's going to wrap this up for us, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave comments. Let us know what you think about this conversation in the comment section, and we will see you on the next one.
peace.